Grace and peace, church family. Welcome to day 9 of our 21-day journey into Unshakable Faith. Today's theme is trusting God, and we're reflecting on one of the most well-loved scriptures in the Bible, Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. This verse challenges us to trust God completely, even when life doesn't make sense. Let's unpack it together. Solomon, the author of Proverbs, tells us to trust in the Lord with all your heart. That means putting your full confidence in God, not just when it's easy, but always. It's about believing that He knows what's best, even when we don't see the whole picture. And when Solomon says, lean not on your own understanding, he's reminding us that our wisdom is limited. We might see only a small part of the story, but God sees it all. Trusting Him means letting His wisdom guide our choices and plans. But is this practical? Some people might wonder, isn't it unrealistic to trust in something you can't see or fully understand? Don't we need to figure things out for ourselves? That's a fair question. This verse isn't asking us to stop using our brains, it's asking us to rely on something bigger than ourselves. Human understanding is limited, and history proves it. For example, people once thought the universe was random and chaotic, but Christian scientists like Johannes Kepler and Isaac Newton, who believed in a creator, showed that the universe has order and purpose. Their faith in God's design led to discoveries like planetary motion and gravity, which changed the world. Trusting God doesn't mean avoiding science or logic. It means recognizing that His wisdom goes beyond what we can see or figure out on our own. God sees the bigger picture. His perspective is eternal. The Bible is full of stories about people who trusted God even when it was hard. Take Abraham, for example. God told him to leave his home and go to a new land, but didn't tell him where it was. Can you imagine how scary that must have been? Abraham trusted God anyway. His faith didn't make him passive, it moved him to action even without knowing all the details. So what does this mean for us? Trusting God means letting go of the need to control everything and believing that His plans are better than ours. It's not blind faith, it's confidence in a God who has proven time and time again that He is good and faithful. When we trust Him, we're saying, God, I believe you've got this. That trust gives us courage to take bold steps of faith, even when life feels uncertain. And the best part, God promises to guide us and make our paths straight. Let's take a moment to reflect. What's one area in your life where you need to trust God with right now? How can you let go of control and lean into God's wisdom instead? What's one step of faith you can take today? Trusting God isn't always easy, but it's the key to living with unshakable faith. When we let go of control and trust in His wisdom, we experience peace and confidence, even in the most uncertain times. Thank you for joining me for day 9 of this journey. If this reflection has encouraged you, share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're learning to trust God in your life. I'll see you tomorrow for day 10. Until then, stay rooted in Christ and trust in the Lord with all your heart.